Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we have a good one, and this is a GT3 race here at the Red Bull Ring. And yeah, I really enjoyed this race, and so I did it quite a few times, but this was one of the best ones that I had. It was just a really good battle all around. Everyone was super clean with their driving, and we had some really interesting battles here throughout this race. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the videos recently. It seems like you guys really enjoyed the last one, so let's go ahead and let's get into this GT3 race. Now, right off the start here, I had a little bit of a bad start. You see, I just wasn't very close to the back of the BMW, and because of that, I don't get a very good launch. And so they kind of took off on me here on the first lap, but that's all right. Everybody knows the first lap is where a lot of the moves happen, so that's totally fine. Usually the cars will get bunched up again coming up to these corners ahead of us, but you can see we actually do end up, I think, making a move there on the inside of the BMW. I'm not sure entirely, but we were able to keep that position, but they get a big run, and you can see just on the rear view camera there, they've got two battling for that position. One's going to send it up the inside. It's going to be close, and they just get that move done. So P6 originally has dropped to P7, and who was originally in P8 is now in P6. So that was a little bit of a confusing statement there, but a pretty clean start from us, and nothing really too, you know, out there regarding the lap. Everything was pretty clean as the Lamborghini and the BMW almost touched, and they're, you know, making their way through the field. It was very close. Now that I watched that back, I actually didn't notice that during the race. But yeah, these two in front of us were quite quick, and they really did not want to concede their position. So it was a battle all the way around the whole race. These guys were just back and forth, swapping of positions all the time, and it was kind of exciting to watch from my point of view. But that's basically our race start, so we'll skip a little bit further into the race here. This is now 2 minutes in. You can see the Lamborghini is going to make a move on the inside. He doesn't quite get the run, though. This is a very difficult circuit to overtake on, I've noticed. It's really, you only have two options, which is right there, and then maybe right here, if you can get a good enough run coming off of the exit of turn 3, I think is what they call it. So yeah, it's a little tough to overtake, especially in a GT car. I feel like it's a lot better for a high downforce car because you can just make moves more aggressively. But for a GT car with a lot of weight and a lot of weight transfer on your moves, it's a little difficult to kind of get those moves done. So the race was pretty stagnant for a while, but then you can see the Lamborghini looking for a move again. He just can't quite get it done. It's close. But what's good about this is allowing me to catch up to them. So you can see my lap times there. I'm doing 30.5, and they are doing around the same. So it's very close. And you can see the BMW actually drifts wide there. So this is going to give the Lamborghini a chance. He's going to try and send it up the inside. The BMW is going to carry it around the outside. It's close. Are they going to touch? It's just barely a move done. That was something else. That was almost an incident there. It was very close. That is definitely a very unusual overtaking spot. This corner right here, very difficult to get right in the GT3 car. If you drift too far wide, you end up getting a slowdown penalty. So it was just, you had to be so cautious when you're driving this race not to get any off tracks, especially because my safety rating has not been doing well recently. I got myself kind of in a lot of unforced collisions. I just have not been driving very well lately, so I've just been trying to keep it like super easy, build the safety rating up, finally get into the A license, and kind of work on that I rating as well. At the time of making this video, I'm actually well past what I was in this video. I'm almost at 2,000 now, but you can see the BMW makes a move up the inside and almost pushes the other BMW off the track. Paul not having any of it. He just sends it right up. Is he going to make another move? He's got a good run coming off of turn 3 here, going into turn 4. Is it going to happen? He doesn't quite look for it, and so he'll sit just in front of me for now. The BMW actually gets a moment there, and he snaps wide, and then I have to kind of slam on my brakes to avoid the incident there. I almost rear-ended them, and then Paul's going to look to the inside there of Louis, and Louis just shuts the door at the last moment. So now Lance has kind of taken off from us because of the fact that Louis and Paul had a big battle there. And that brake check incident was very, very weird. I think the white BMW actually drifted off course and got into the gravel a little bit. I kind of throw a dummy move here. I wasn't actually going to make a move on Paul, but I just tried to plant myself in his mirror to see if I could get him to react or do something. Doesn't quite work out that way. And so for now, I'm just going to kind of chill behind these guys, see what comes of this. And so far, this has been a very, very interesting race. I would be happy with a P5, but I know that it might actually be possible to get something a little bit more. I felt like I had the pace this race to kind of do that, and if these guys really scrap, then it could happen. But you can see this is a four-way battle for P3 right here. So this is for the podium of the race. Pretty much all of us are in contention for this. And it really gets very exciting here. You can see Lance defends that move from Louis, but now all four of us are within 3/10 of each other. Coming in to turn one, there is no way this can end well. I'm looking to my inside there, and then Paul actually backs out of that, and so I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to try and make my way around the outside. I get a good run on the Lamborghini here, and then I'm going to go to the left, but you can see Paul behind us actually gets a really good run too. So now Paul is going to chuck it to the right side, and now we're 3 wide down the straight. There is no way this can end well. 3 wide going into turn 3, and boom, there it is. There's the contact. Paul touches Louis out wide, and oh my goodness, was that heart-stopping in VR. That was a difficult thing to deal with. That was just being able, I'm so glad I was in VR, because being able to see what was around me there made that so much easier. If I was on a flat screen, I would have crashed for sure. But these guys aren't even done yet. You can see they're still battling for P3 here. P2 and P1 are long gone at this point. This battle has held up the whole field. And now you can see the people behind us are actually catching up again. So I was really concerned about that. So I was just trying to pass somebody here so I could make up some time and just let the people behind us fall back again. But unfortunately, you can see I try to like force the move here and really make him drift wide. It works a little bit, but I just can't get a run. Paul is going to box because he inevitably has a ton of damage from that incident. That was a massive hit to the rear quarter of that BMW. Surprisingly, that BMW not damaged that much. I really thought it would have been more, because that was a big hit. You can see the Lamborghini gets a little loose there. I'm going to try and make a move up the inside. It's into second gear. We're door to door. I'm just squeezing it to the left. There's a little bit of contact. I'm going to try and force my way through here, and can I get it done? It's close, and just barely. We are not able to get that done, and the Ferrari behind us has a big snap and ends up going off the track. And I try to switch back here, try to send it up the inside. It does not work. And unfortunately, my valiant effort for P4 just does not quite work out. I was so bummed because I knew that was my chance. That was the moment I had to make the move. I tried to get a toe going into turn 1 here, see if I could do it again, and it just doesn't quite work out. Braking at the 100, second gear, trying to use that sausage curve all the way out on the outside, see if I can get a better run, and it just doesn't happen. So unfortunately, I'm stuck in P5 yet again. I really thought I could have gotten that done. It was so close. But what a fantastic race so far, and I'm just super happy that all the drivers were respectively, for the most part, very clean, aside from that one incident. But I think that incident with Paul was more of a he was more just like watching in the mirrors, not really watching in front of him. I don't think he intentionally meant to like really send it up the inside there, because at that point there was just no way that was going to work 3 wide into turn 3. So yeah, very interesting. But that ended up really being the race. You can see there's one final lap here, P5. I'm kind of a second behind at this point, and I wasn't really gaining. I was pulling from the guys behind, luckily, but yeah, I just wasn't really gaining any time. This was one of my slower days on this race. By the end of the week, I was able to do low 129s, but you can see here 130 pretty much all the way around. And yeah, just didn't really have the pace to keep up with Lance in front of us. But yeah, really good battle. I really enjoyed that one. And now this race is over. So here is our final lap of the race. making our way towards the end of the start finish. Last set of corners here. But yeah, pretty happy with that result. Relatively clean. I don't think I had any incident points in that one. So for me, that is a win because that is just what I've been trying to do. And yeah, I would say that was a pretty successful race so far. So yeah, super stoked with that result. We end up getting P5 there, which is not bad considering I'm new to this whole GT3 driving thing. So yeah, that is the end of our race. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There was definitely a lot going on there. That was a crazy GT3 race. Definitely up there with one of the best that I've been a part of. A really thrilling one. So let's take a look at some of the incidents that happened here. So this was from Paul's chase cam. You can see we end up going 3 wide just into the braking zone, and he just overcooks it a little bit, and bam, right to the actual front right of the BMW of Louis, I believe. So yeah, really, really big hit. This was the Ferrari behind us. You can see, I don't know if we had anything to do with this. I feel like he just kind of loses the car there. He just gets on the throttle a little bit too early, activates the traction control, and that sends the car off and into the gravel. Is there another incident here? Nope. So yeah, this is the field. So that was the second to top split of that race. And yeah, we end up getting 54 iRating out of that. And then you can see Robert right there, our biggest loser, minus 100 iRating. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.